Hello and welcome to Mount & Blade 2 Bannerlord Blog 8, Engine Power. This time, we've decided to make a video in order to demonstrate some of the features of our powerful new engine for Bannerlord and how they work in our all-new editor. As standard, all of the features shown in this video that we use to develop the game will be made available to modders. As you may already know, we use our own in-house engine for developing our games. This gives us greater flexibility and allows us to implement the engine features exactly as we want. One of the requirements we had for Bannerlord was to have much better graphics and animations without sacrificing gameplay or performance. Therefore, our engine team set out to create a much more powerful game engine that would satisfy our unique needs for our next game by supporting much larger maps, bigger, more complex battles, and have hundreds of agents acting independently in real time. In the editor, terrain elevation can be generated randomly or imported from a height map image. Likewise, materials can be imported directly into the editor, as you can see right now. As the various terrain types are imported, the layers of snow, rock, grass and earth come together to make a realistic environment, which has been prepared using a standard format. The terrain can also be sculpted and repainted from inside the engine. And here's the result: around 225 kilometers squared of mountainous terrain, much larger than any area in our previous games. We can also adjust the water level from inside the editor, tweak its opacity and colour, with the result immediately visible. This makes it easy to tweak and adjust on the fly. As mentioned in our previous blogs, we have a tremendous amount of control over the atmosphere, with standard variables like fog density and colour, wind, sun colour, strength and position, as well as advanced features like Rayleigh scattering, Mie particle size, and post-FX options. The editor itself is a fully customizable professional tool. All of its elements can be switched on and off, scaled, snapped and tabbed into any position, and even separated into different windows, something that users with multiple monitors might make use of to maximize their view of the scene. Flora painting is something we've mentioned before, but it's illustrated much better in video. Here we're making use of the layer flora option, where flora can be added directly into a texture paint layer. This allows for adjustment of the flora type and density to be made after painting it onto the terrain. Flora includes plants and trees, but the system also works well for brushwood, small rocks and mushrooms. The engine automatically snaps all flora to the ground and morphs it for a natural effect, so the terrain can easily be resculpted even after adding flora. This adds freedom to the workflow of creating a scene. Flora can also be added independently of paint layers, which tends to work better for big objects like trees. They can be placed individually with a hotkey, or painted to create forests in a matter of seconds. We can also paint custom materials directly onto objects placed in the scene. This provides extra freedom to the scene creator, since it's all handled inside the engine. It's a way to break up the repetitiveness of the wall texture by adding extra detail. This is particularly useful for adding wear and age to objects. Here is a demonstration of our decal system, being used to apply a simple puddle onto the ground. This projects directly onto the terrain, allowing for an easy addition of unique details with no clipping errors. The engine also includes a class system for objects that use special scripts, just like these turning sails on the windmill. Parameters of the script can also be changed inside the editor. Rotation speed in this example. There are more advanced uses for this feature, beyond simple motion, but we'll save talking about those for another time. Tessellation allows us to achieve super high levels of detail by adding extra geometry nearer the camera. With the wireframe activated, you can see how the engine only adds detail where it will be visible, while distant terrain stays at a low polygon count for optimal performance. Thank you for watching our 8th Bannerlord developer blog. For the latest info and updates, follow us on Twitter and like us on Facebook.